The problem with learning how to start a business on YouTube, Google, or TikTok is that there's just too much content to consume and much of it is outdated and worthless. So to help you sort through the junk, in this video, I'm going to tell you about all the outdated e-commerce strategies and tips that no longer apply. All right, so outdated tip number one is to stop relying on Amazon, eBay, or Etsy for all of your sales. Relying on a single platform for all of your sales can be risky because it leaves your business vulnerable to changes in that platform's policies or algorithms, which can instantly tank your sales. Also, diversifying your sales channels can help you reach a wider customer base and increase your overall revenue. So let's start with Amazon. First off, Amazon doesn't care about you at all. For as long as I've been selling on Amazon, there are thousands of malicious sellers on the platform who game the system and try to sabotage your sales. For example, my friend Kevin Williams started a company called Brush Hero selling cleaning brushes, and an evil seller in China decided to knock off its entire product line, including his box with his photo on it. This Chinese company sold a crappier version of his product on his listing at half the price and totally destroyed his multi-million-dollar brand. Now, when Kevin complained to Amazon and showed them his patents and copyrights, they ignored his problem and did not suspend the malicious seller. And in fact, it took him 2 years and multiple million-dollar lawsuits for him to get Amazon to take any action whatsoever. Now, for my store over at Bumblebee Linens, every year we have sellers who try to buy out all of our inventory over the holiday season to prevent us from selling, and then they return all of their merchandise in January after the holidays are over. My friend John Rampton lost his multi-million-dollar container business when Amazon decided to ban his account for life. And in fact, I recorded an hour-long podcast episode with John about his business that you can listen to in the show notes below. Amazon is also getting harder and more competitive every single year. And roughly 3,700 new sellers join Amazon every day, and it's a cutthroat marketplace. Now, I'm not telling you not to sell on Amazon, eBay, or Etsy, but you should never put all of your eggs in one basket, especially on a platform that you do not own. The only thing that these platforms care about is their stock price, and they are constantly raising their prices to make it harder for sellers to make money. Now, in this day and age, you must have your own website and a property that you own and control. Now, the biggest disadvantage about selling on third-party platforms is that they hide all customer information from you. And the heart of any business is your repeat customer base. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, then sign up for my free 6-day mini course below. Okay, outdated tip number two, stop dropshipping from Aliexpress. Aliexpress dropshipping is an e-commerce business model where you take orders online and the orders are fulfilled by Aliexpress. Products are much cheaper on Aliexpress than they are in the US or Europe, so you can make a profit on the sales without ever seeing the product or touching any inventory. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. Do not use this business model. Here are the disadvantages. Aliexpress is based in China, so shipping times can take several weeks or even months. Can you imagine ordering something online and having it delivered in 60 days? The shipping times alone will kill your business before it even gets started. Now, if you need faster shipping, the shipping cost will often cost far more than the product itself. Most sellers on AliExpress have poor quality control measures in place as well. Most of the stuff you find on AliExpress is just cheap junk that is made in China. You want to build your online store and brand on top quality products and not garbage. Some products are also counterfeit. If you end up selling counterfeit products by accident, then you are liable for the damages, not AliExpress. Now, lots of people are using AliExpress to dropship the same exact stuff. As a result, prices erode quickly, and you end up having to jump from one fad to the next. There's no longevity when it comes to dropshipping from AliExpress, and you constantly have to find the next trending product. But most importantly, it is against the terms of service to dropship from AliExpress on Amazon, eBay, or Etsy. If you are caught, you will be suspended. Now, since we're on the topic of dropshipping, I also want to say that dropshipping overall is not a good long-term business model. Sure, it's easy and cheap to get started, but your margins are low, and you probably will not make life-changing money with that business model. Now, once upon a time, dropshipping was more viable, but Amazon basically killed this business model. The next outdated tip is to stop using Amazon automation. Amazon automation is a service where a business owner outsources all the processes of their e-commerce store to a third party. Basically, you just pay a company tens of thousands of dollars, and then they go and find you a product to sell, list it on Amazon, and you split the profits. Now, when I first saw these ads all over YouTube, my spidey senses started tingling immediately. Why would a company start an e-commerce business for you from scratch and split the profits when they could just do it on their own and keep all of the profit? Amazon automation had scam written all over it, and it's proven to be true. Now, I'm not going to call out any specific Amazon automation businesses in this video, but all I can say is that if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Now, even if some of these Amazon automation companies were legit, most of the Amazon aggregators went bankrupt during the downturn, and it's an extremely difficult business model. The next outdated tip is to stop running Amazon giveaways or soliciting reviews. Amazon has majorly cracked down on solicited reviews in the past couple years. It is now extremely difficult to get people to inorganically leave a review on your products, so just don't do it. If you are caught, then you risk a product or an account suspension, and it's just not worth it. The best ways to get reviews now are through Amazon's backend, where they allow you to send a single canned email to ask for an unbiased review. Now, the same goes with giveaways. Once upon a time, you could spam giveaways to increase your sales velocity and rankings, but these no longer work. The next outdated tip is to stop using public rebate sites. Once upon a time, people were using rebate services to get sales on Amazon and then reimbursing buyers through PayPal. This allowed sellers to get a full price sale, which helped boost rankings while attracting many buyers looking for free product. Essentially, it was like running a giveaway, except you got a real sale. Now, Amazon cracked down hard on these rebate sites when one of the most popular product rebate giveaway tools, Rebate Key, was suspended. Anyone who used the rebate service was also sent a scary letter warning them against these actions going forward. Amazon also changed their terms of service with the following new wording: manipulating sales rank, such as by accepting fake orders or orders that you have paid for, or making claims about sales rank in product titles or descriptions, is against terms of service. Now, there's still Amazon sellers issuing rebates, but definitely not with a paid service. It's just not worth the risk. The next outdated tip is to stop spending all of your efforts on customer acquisition and sell more to your existing customers. Now, when most people run a business, they focus on spending all their money to acquire new customers, and they often neglect their existing customers. Now, let's face it, we're heading into a downturn, and there are many reasons why you should be focusing on selling to your existing customers more. It is 66% less expensive to sell to an existing customer than to acquire a new one. Existing customers already know who you are and they trust you. After all, they've already opened up their wallets once. As a result, the cost of getting someone to buy again is super easy. Just send them an email or a text. Existing customers are more likely to make repeat purchases and spend more over time, which means that you can greatly increase the lifetime value for every customer you have. Repeat customers are more likely to be loyal to a brand, which can lead to more positive word of mouth and referral marketing. There's a saying that on average, every happy customer tells at least 9 people about their experience. Now, by focusing on existing customers, you can gain a better understanding of their needs and preferences. So for example, with our store, once I started communicating with existing customers, I actually discovered that many of them were event and wedding planners. And by getting on the phone with them and offering them coupons and special treatment, I could get them to buy in bulk from our store forever. The next outdated tip is to stop focusing all in on ads and focus more on content. Paid advertising is expensive and it's short-lived. Platforms like Google and Facebook are getting more and more expensive every year, and this isn't even taking into account iOS 14, which pretty much decimated the effectiveness of Facebook. Now, the best way to attract long-term sales for free is by creating content. Let's take this YouTube channel as an example. Right now, you are watching this video and absorbing the tactics and strategies that I'm teaching you. And by consuming this video, I've gained a little bit of your trust. And by trusting me, you are far more likely to buy a product that I have for sale. Now, the beauty of content is that it's free to produce and the effects are everlasting. Videos and blog posts that I wrote 10 years ago are still generating me traffic today. YouTube videos that I created years ago are still making money. And in fact, this channel makes over $300K on ads alone. And my blog makes 7 figures on affiliate marketing and course sales. Now, in this day and age, it's all about building a brand, which requires you to create content. After all, you can't build a brand unless you can get your message in front of customers. So just pick a medium, whether it be blogging, YouTube, or social media, and start posting on a regular basis. And once you've gained someone's trust, you can easily sell them products that you create. The next tip is to focus more on email marketing on SMS. Now, in the last section, I talked about creating content to build a brand. The average conversion rate in e-commerce is only 2%, which means that 98% of people consume your content and then bail. Now, the best way to bring these visitors back is to grab their email or their phone number. So create a lead magnet. This could be something as simple as giving out a coupon or free shipping in return for their contact information. Now, here's the beauty of email and SMS marketing. Visitors may not be ready to buy from you right this second, but by emailing and contacting them on a regular basis, you'll keep your company in their mind so that when they are ready to buy, they buy from your store. Now, email and SMS marketing can also be used to promote products, offer discounts, and provide valuable content to subscribers. And the best part is that these are customers that you own and no one can take them away from you. The next outdated tip is to just stop doing what's easy. If you go with what's easy, there's always going to be more competition. Now, one of the most common questions I get asked is, Steve, what is the easiest way to make money online? Steve, what's something that I can start and make money today? Well, this is the absolute wrong mentality, and let me explain why. If you go and start something that is easy, that means that thousands of other people are doing it too. And when you do something easy, there are no barriers to entry and the competition will be fierce. Let's take dropshipping as an example. It's pretty easy to start dropshipping online because you don't have to carry inventory and you can start selling immediately. But guess what? Chances are there are thousands of other people dropshipping your exact same products. Now, as a shopper, let's say I find 10 stores selling the exact same product. I'm going to buy from the store with the cheapest price. And when you do something that's easy, the price always spirals to the bottom. So instead of asking yourself what's easy, you should ask yourself what's difficult or a pain in the butt to start. What unfair advantage do you have over other people? For example, with our store, we do custom embroidery. We have 5 machines that cost over $10K each to do custom embroidery for our customers. Now, not only are these machines a pain in the butt to maintain, but they're also expensive to buy. Not only does the thread break all the time, but the machines need to be recalibrated and the machines chew up product all the time. Furthermore, it requires someone trained to operate them. Now, because doing custom embroidery is such a pain, there are very few people who will try to copy me. In fact, custom embroidery is our main value add that is extremely difficult to copy. Sellers in China can't copy us because they can't offer this level of service from 20,000 miles away. So instead of asking yourself what's easy, ask yourself what is hard that you are willing to tackle. The next outdated tip is to stop throwing up random products to sell online. Now, back in the heyday, you could go on Alibaba, find a product for cheap as is, list it on Amazon, and make a killing. Well, those days are over. Now, to be clear, you can still make money this way, but only for a short time. Especially on Amazon, sellers are constantly using research tools like Jungle Scout to find good products to sell, and eventually someone will find your product and copy it. That is, unless you have a strong value proposition and a brand. A unique value proposition, or UVP, is what makes your product different or special. Now, your product doesn't necessarily have to be better, it just needs to be different. For example, my brand at Bumblebee Linens offers the largest selection of handkerchiefs on the internet, and I'm pretty sure that companies can't make this claim because we specialize in hankies. My friend Dave over at Saddleback Leather sells bags, and bags are a pretty huge commodity. But his value prop is that his bags last forever. His slogan is that they'll fight for it when you're dead. So instead of throwing up random despair products to sell, think in terms of niches or families of products that you can build a brand around. You can start with a single product, sell it well, and then expand into related products or accessories. This way, you are creating a business that focuses on a specific area, which will eventually lead to a brand. Now that you know what not to do, watch this video here to learn how to start an e-commerce business the right way.